This is philosophy comprehension review question. Number 1. Identify one philosophy that seems to dominate in educational practice today. I believe that philosophy of pragmatism dominates in educational practice today. This philosophy examines the logical ways of thinking and doing and seeks to incorporate these ways into the individual's everyday lives. This philosophy also examines new ways of thinking in order to deal with a constantly changing world in which people live today. According to Dewey, in 2009, education is not only an important instrument to prepare students for their future quality lives, but it is also a necessary part of their lives itself. The father of pragmatism, Charles Peirce, believed that our thoughts should produce action. In terms of education, learners must adapt to each other and to the environment. Schools should emphasize the subject matter of social experience. The main purpose is to provide students an education based on practical and real experience, which develops in them social sense as well as the sense of duty towards society and nation. It supports the flexible methods of teaching that can be applied from many different perspectives, including the action-oriented teaching. Students have to be critical thinkers who are able to solve problems and engage in the society in an intelligent manner. This philosophical approach is applied in many educational programs today. Many institutions have recognized the importance of practical education based on real life experience in order to succeed in a social culture where different cultural and ethnic groups learn to work cooperatively and contribute to a democratic society. Number 2. Please describe in detail 4 major Western philosophies. The traditional Western philosophies, such as idealism and realism, were developed by the ancient Greeks. These philosophies tend to use a heavy dose of logic, reasoning, and categorization. Modern Western philosophies were developed later by European and American philosophers and tend to emphasize materialism, science, individuality, and success. The first philosophy is idealism, and it's based on the fundamental belief that only ideas are true realities and the source of true knowledge is the world of ideas. The main purpose of this philosophy is to find the truth, which is perfect and eternal, through the form of reasoning. Idealists teach that ideas are most important in order to learn true knowledge. Therefore, education should focus on a concept of ideas. The aim of education is to discover and develop lasting values, minds, and capabilities in order to provide better service to society. The second philosophy is realism. It relates to thesis of independent, meaning that the true reality is independent from the human mind. The ultimate reality is the world of physical objects and rational thinking, and is viewed as the ultimate purpose of the human mind. In terms of education, curriculum should focus on sensory experience in the physical world as a subject of matter. The third philosophy is pragmatism. It considers truth in terms of the success of its practical application. For pragmatists, only those that are experienced or observed are real. This American philosophy focuses on the reality of experience. Pragmatists believe that reality is constantly changing and that we learn best through applying our experiences and thoughts to problems as they arise. In terms of education, the true knowledge should be applied to the real situations through the experiential inquiry. The fourth philosophy is existentialism. It examines the role of individuals in terms of their own existence, thinking, feelings, and responsibilities. This philosophy is concerned with a free will, choice, and personal responsibility. The main belief is that people are the source of their own existence, and the physical world has no meaning outside of human experience or existence. In education, they stress on individuals' responsibility, experience, and understanding of their own existence. And the question would be, why are we in this world? Analytical philosophy, also called linguistic philosophy. It clarifies language, meaning, and concepts. In terms of education, the language and what people say should be clarified in order to find and understand the truth. Postmodern philosophy examines the concept of truth based on the use of many philosophical perspectives mentioned above. It is based on belief that the absolute truth comes from true knowledge of physical reality. This philosophy has a major influence on American education by focusing on helping students recognize and appreciate diversity. The third question in philosophy is, what philosophy will you use in your professional practice? Why will you use this philosophy, and provide detailed examples of how you will specifically use it? In my future career, I would orient my professional practice to the philosophy of pragmatism. As a future educator, I believe that students should apply their knowledge to real situations through experimental inquiry. This can better prepare them for citizenship, daily living, and future careers. This philosophy gives teachers power to choose practical curriculum, organize the positive school environment and culture, as well as construct classroom activities in order to help students to integrate their knowledge into their own experiences. Lessons based on pragmatism should include experiential opportunities, simulations, active problem solving, critical thinking, and scientific methodology. Students should learn to think on their own and act as responsible citizens. This philosophy prefers active teachers and active students as well. It is not just about teachers who impart knowledge to their students who will passively receive it. In my professional practices as an instructor, I would focus teaching methods on problem solving, experiences, and team projects. Students need to learn to think critically, solve problems, and engage in society in an intelligent manner. Teachers need to be able to prepare students to understand their own capabilities in order to manage their own lives and participate positively in society. For example, in order to prepare students for quality global citizenship and develop global competence, I would recommend applying the experiential learning through the practical social experience, such as study abroad.